Good morning, everybody. How you doing today? It's me, Russell Mills, September 3rd, 2020, Thursday. I want to say hello. I hope everybody's blessed today. I want to just kind of get right into it. I want the name of the title is this: Who is Jacob Blake as a person? Reason why I named it this because, everybody's been talking about, that shooting that happened. But let's just read it. I'm reading actually from the New York Post online. It says the cops involved in the shooting of Jacob Blake, which touched off a fresh wave of anger, anti-police sentiments across the country, were attempting to arrest him for violating a restraining order stemming from an alleged sexual assault. The Post has learned. This is Blake, 29. Hold on 1 second. I just want to get this right. Blake, 29, was forbidden to go from Kenosha, home of his alleged victim, on May 3rd incident, and police were dispatched Sunday following 911 calls saying he was there. So the respond officers were aware he had an open warrant for felony sexual assault, according to dispatch records of Kenosha Professional Police Association, which released a statement on the incident on Friday. Blake was paralyzed in the shooting. He has been handcuffed to the hospital bed due to the warrant, which was vacated Friday, according to a statement released by lawyer Benjamin Crump. His restraints were removed, but he's still facing criminal charges, Crump said. I guess this is the brother right here. Right there, if you guys can't see him. So let's read a little bit more if we can. It says Blake was accused in the criminal complaint which obtained by the Post of breaking into the home of a woman he knew and sexually assaulted her. The victim was only identified by initials in the paperwork, told police she was asleep in the bed with one of her children when Blake came into the room around 6 a.m. An alleged said, "I want my shit." The record state. She told cops Blake then used his finger to sexually assault her, sniffed it, and said, "Smells like you've been with another man," the criminal complaint alleges. It says the officer who took her statement, she said, had a very difficult time telling him and this and cried as she told how the defendant assaulted her. So the alleged victim said Blake penetrated her digitally, caused her pain and humiliation, and was done without her consent, and she was very humiliated and upset by the sexual assault, the record states. She told the police she was upset but collected herself and then allegedly ran out of the front door after Blake. The complaint says she then realized her car was missing, checked her purse and saw the keys was missing, and immediately called 911. The complaint said the alleged victim told cops she's known him for 8 years and claims he was physically assaulted her around twice a year when he drinks heavily. Police filed charges against him for felony sexual assault, trespass, and domestic abuse in July when a warrant was issued for his arrest. On Sunday, within 3 minutes of the response to the 911, Blake was shot 7 times in the back as he attempted to get into his SUV. Calls to Blake's fiancée, Crump, Kenosha Police Department had gone unreturned. Let's see this real quick. Okay, let's see this. I want you guys to see this real quick. If is this a different one? Hold on 1 second. Oh, this ain't it. Nope, this ain't a video. Nope, that wasn't the video. That wasn't the video. I'm sorry. I thought it was the video. Let's see. I thought that was the video. No. Let's see what this has to say. I'm just looking at the New York Post. This is New York Post. Jacob Blake's family has been receiving threats, victim's father says. It says Jacob Blake's family had gone into threat since the 29-year-old black man was shot 7 times in the back by a white Kenosha, Wisconsin cop. The wounded man's father said Wednesday, "It's saddened to me that the people don't understand the type of pressure the family's under, what the rest of the family is feeling," Jacob Blake Sr. told CNN, adding that his younger son has been hospitalized suffering from depression. The relevance comes as Blake's family plans a peaceful Justice for Jacob rally that includes a community food drive, voter registration drive, neighborhood cleanup, and a healing circle at the site of the shooting that left him paralyzed from the waist down, the network said. "He's hanging in there, bro," the wounded man's uncle, Justin Blake, told CBS News. His disposition and his just outgoingness is starting to return a little bit. His personality is starting to light up the hospital, and everybody's seeing who Jake really is. It says on Tuesday, the family snubbed President Trump when he visited the city and toured areas destroyed by protesters in wake of Blake's shooting. "We don't need more pain and division from the president," said, and advantage his campaign at the expense of our city. This is Jacob Blake was shot by the cops responding to a 911 call in Kenosha. Viral video of the incident shows Blake walking to the driver's side door of the SUV after a brief scuffle with 3 local cops. As he reaches into the vehicle, Kenosha officer Rustin Shiki is seen firing 7 shots into Blake's back. The shooting has spawned violence protests in the city and led to shooting, death of 2 protesters and wounded a third. Kyle Rittenhouse, a 17-year-old armed militant member, is charged with first-degree homicide in the case. I'm just going to say this. Did you hear what I read and what everybody else has, I'm sure, read and online and done their own research about this whole situation? Number one, if this man broke into a house, which said that he broke into a woman's house that he knew, or ex-girlfriend, baby's mom, or whatever, and you already had a warrant out for your arrest, or you already had problems, why put more problems on to yourself? Okay? See, the problem is with black people is sometimes we're just so stupid and we're dumb and we just don't care. And then we just keep blaming other people. Like I said, do I agree with the shooter, the police officer shooting him 7 times? No, I don't. I don't agree with that. But at the same time, we have to understand that us as African people, we have to make better decisions. It's based on our behaviors. Okay, our decisions. See, if we act like fools in front of cops, if we do wrong, just admit it. I've been arrested and I did wrong, and I was just like, okay, you know what I mean, and I had to comply, because again, once you don't comply with the police, then they could get aggressive, be rough on you, don't care. So again, they act when you act. So if you act like a fool, they can act like a bigger fool because they got the guns. They're the ones that can ruin your life and make your life a lot worse than it already is. So this is why I tell people all the time, just use your head, black people. But see, we won't do that. But then we're gonna keep blaming white people. Say, oh, the black man did that. Did that white man have you, give you a warrant? Did you, you know what I mean? Did you do other things that you shouldn't have done? See, that's where. So when people have this outrage and protest about everything, use your head, everybody, before you even think about protesting. Do the research and find out who this person was. And again, like I said, once you do the research and you find out, okay, is it even worth me protesting? And for half the time, it's not, because it's based on your decisions and your behavior of how you acted. So again, if you act like a fool, you're gonna get treated like a fool. You know what I mean? And that's our problem in the black community. We keep blaming these white people, and I'm not going to sit back and say all white people are great and they love you, and you know what I mean, and they're going to care about you, and they're going to think about, you as an African person, whatever. I'm not going to say that, but it's sad to say that I've had more white people do more favors for me than blacks. I've had more white people do more favors, give me jobs, give me money, you know what I'm saying? White girls, white guys, help me out, done favors. And where's my people at? Where's my people at? When I need my people, where are they? They're somewhere in the wind saying, I'm sorry, you know what I mean? You do your own thing, sorry. People that look like me, people that have been close to me, really? And this is what we do to ourselves. It's based on our decisions and what we do. And a lot of times we make stupid decisions. And then we keep blaming white folks and saying, oh, it's his fault, it's his fault. No, it's your fault. When I got arrested for certain things that I've done in my life, it was my fault. You know what I mean? Because I made the wrong decisions of making that choice. See, I paid the price. I've been arrested. I've could have faced time for certain things that I've done. Okay, you know what I mean? Serious charges. So again, you know what I mean? You can't do anything. You can't assault nobody, a woman like he just did, and expect to, you know what I mean, get away for things. It's like, no, brother, like that doesn't work that way. We all, even myself, if I'm assaulted, whoever I'm with or whoever I've been with, constantly, eventually I'm gonna get arrested, and I'm going somewhere far. You know what I'm saying? And again, and if that person's still alive, they're just gonna, have fear of me and say, look, I'm glad this motherfucker's gone. You know what I'm saying? Because he tore me up or he disrespected me. So again, this is what I'm saying. It's the choices we make, and you know what I mean, to make for us to make better choices. And I've said this in many videos about black folks. $20 times 30,000 people in each state, over $600,000. I can't do that, black people. I'm incompetent. That's how we feel. We're inferior to the white man, right? We're inferior. You know what I'm saying? We hate each other so much. We hate each other so much that we can't even take $20 and get brothers and try to start our own business. Okay, and buy our properties and buy lands. Okay, and then write wills and get a lawyer and you know, and if when I've tried to talk to brothers about this, they're looking at me like, "What, nigga? Like, I got a job. That's what I'm doing my job. I'm good. I work over here, work over there. I'm not trying to be no business with no black person. Black people are inconsistent. You know what I mean? They're considerate. They don't care. You know what I'm saying? You can't even borrow money from black people. So yeah, this is the mentality that we have. It's all about me, 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 and that's why we're in a very selfish world. You know what I'm saying? In a go, go, go world where no one cares. And that's why we don't have shit. That's why some of us that do have businesses always partner up with white people, because we can't deal with our own people, because we can't stand our own people. So we go to a white man, a woman that has something, that has an idea. We have an idea. We collaborate together. And I'm not saying that in life you can't do that, but it's a damn shame that brothers can't always do that together. Am I going to say there aren't black owned businesses in America? Of course there are. I would be an idiot to say that there aren't. And I don't know the names of them. I have to look them up, which I'm sure I will soon. You know what I mean? And get myself into some more information about things. But at the end of the day, we take we don't take the time to help ourselves. It's like we could protest, we could say, I can't stand this, I can't stand injustice. How about you get your money together, everybody? It is simple mathematics. It's all about the dollar bill, period. And that's the problem. All about the dollar bill. And we're scratching our heads saying fuck the police, we're going to defund the police, burning down buildings, properties, and stuff that you don't own. Now that people have to get the insurance money to try to um, build it back up if they even get a chance to, and you're destroying properties because you don't care, because you want to be an ignorant asshole. So so this is what you're trying to do. So this is why we don't have nothing. It's like burning down buildings is not solving the problems. Looting, rioting, destroying stuff, like I said, is not solving the problem. It's just making your situation worse, and it's going to make your communities even worse, because now those towns have to build back up what they shouldn't that they shouldn't have had to build up in the first place by you destroying it. But now that doesn't just makes common sense. So it's not about Democrat or Republican. It's about you using your head, having and using your minds the right way. Black excellence. You don't need to be like what this person Jacob Blake was. You don't need to be like who else? You know what I'm saying? George Floyd. You don't need to be. And again, I'm not saying that those men should have got shot or killed, but at the end of the day, it's all about your behavior and action. When I approach a police officer, you know what I'm saying? Or if they approach me, if I was speeding or whatever the case is, hello, sir. Hello, ma'am. How you doing today? What. And if they say license registration, here you go. I'm not going to fight with you because, again, I know I'm at odds. You're the law, I'm not. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So if I act a fool, you act a fool. If I act respectful, which I try to do to people in general, then at the end of the day, it's going to be a better result. See, common sense is on. And I realize even myself, when I act off of emotion for myself, I'm wrong and I'm stupid and I'm screaming and yelling and yeah, things aggravate me. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? I get very annoyed with people because when people don't listen, especially adults, when, like I'm saying, we don't want to listen. So when we don't listen and say, hey, so and so, please don't go there. And if I say, nah, whatever, I'm an adult, I don't have to listen to him or her. He's not my father, he's not my mother. Da, 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 da. Okay. Again, and then when you get caught up, you know what I'm saying, you get burnt. Oh shoot, man, I wish I didn't do that. Why do we have to keep going through that? So again, just like this situation, use your head. Did he? No. So unfortunately, you get what you deserve. If you sexual assault women, if you have warrants or for your arrest, or if you've done certain things, and you think you can get away with it, you get what you deserve. You know what I'm saying? If you treat people right, try to set an example if you're a parent, love your kids, love God first, get people around, you know what I'm saying? Your light can shine upon others just by your attitude. So if your attitude is, hey, how you doing? What's going on? And you joke around and you can make people laugh. That's your shine going on to them, making them laugh, making them feel good about themselves, giving them, some information. That's how it's supposed to be. See, but we're too stupid, ignorant, dumb, and we're going to keep going through this shit. Oh, the white man's this. And again, like I said, I'm not going to sit back and say every white person is good, because we know they're not. We know there's a lot of black people that are good, a lot of Spanish people, because, again, we worship Satan's. America is Satan's planet. It's not God's planet. Okay, God is somewhere else. Okay, this is Satan's planet. Okay, so we're all in Satan's pit. period. So no matter how righteous you think you are, we're in Satan's pit, period. Okay, you could Bible yourself up, you could read scripture yourself up, you can, be all this, but at the end of the day, we are still on the devil's planet until this planet eventually blows up, which I hope it does, and we all die. Then we'll learn the lesson, and then God will say, "No more. I'm done." And then I hope He does. I hope God, gets rid of us, and down the road, and don't have a planet no more. And then this is the lesson we're gonna learn as a human race when we're destroyed, because the fact is we don't listen to our Father, which is God, and the Spirit that's supposed to be in us from Him, by us asking Him, please forgive me for my sins. Please forgive me. What can I do for you, Lord? But now, we're all stupid, including myself and plenty others. We're selfish, ignorant. We all have motives. We all think we're better than each other, because you have a college degree or you don't, or you have a better job. At the end of the day, that doesn't mean nothing to God when you die. Okay? All the college education doesn't mean nothing. Okay, you could read all the books that you want. Doesn't mean nothing. Doesn't mean you're gonna educate yourself your way to heaven. Okay, or buy your way to heaven if you make a lot of money. So this is why I say to people time and time again, the reason why we act the way we are, because we're in the devil's planet, and basically he's in control of this planet. So that's why we act a fool. Bottom line. Because we shy away from God, and we did that back in the ancient times, and now we're doing it in these times because we're always on our phone. We're not, always on social media. Hey, I'm guilty. I'm on social media right now. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. But this is what I'm saying. We have to understand that there's a God out there. He gives us decisions. You make bad decisions like this, or if I make bad decisions and fight people and disrespect people, then guess what happens to me? I'm going away. I'm going to prison, or I'm going to be dead, period. If you just leave people alone, mind your business, take care of you, you're not going to have any problems. But I let this video go a little bit longer than I should have. But I'm just going to say, everybody, you know what I mean? Look at this gentleman. Okay, he's paralyzed. And it's like, again, you get what you deserve. And I'm not saying he should be paralyzed, but at the end of the day, you did what you did. And again, at the end of the day, if I do that same thing to a woman or anybody else, there's going to be consequences. Bottom line. So we could try to play the victims as we do as Black people and say, oh, it's his fault, it's her fault, it's his fault. You know what I'm saying? We got to get out of that victim mentality and to have Black excellence. And that's something that we're not learning. Some of us are, but most of us still act like niggas from the hood. You know what I mean? If you're from the hood, you act like a nigga from the hood, or whatever. And it's like, that's what we do. And we think being ratchet is better than being educated. And we think if you're educated, you're trying to be white. And you're not trying to be white. You're trying to educate yourself by getting information that could help you and help your people. But people try to, portray that as you're trying to be a white man or woman when you're not. So this is why Black people don't strive in the right direction, because we have this slave nigga mentality. I want to be white. I don't want to be white. I'm trying to be white. And it's like, all you need to do is just look to God, ask for help, do the right thing, let your spirit shine upon others. But everybody, feel free to check out my YouTube channel. It's Russell Mills, RussellMills, May 22nd, 2017. My first video is Why Black People Settle for Less. Where basically I'm talking the same type of shit. So everybody take care. God bless. Be safe. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we'll make it through this COVID shit. Who knows? But everybody take care. Peace.